Ciao, hi, hey, hola amigos. It's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Finally, took me a while to get around to it because I was going to say typing. I was writing up in this notebook here about I was trying to find 40 African American entrepreneurs or people in business, basically. Um, and in my foolishness and naivety, even though I'm interested in business and how it works, and I wanted to run a business a while back, and I sort of still do want to run like a more of a social enterprise for the benefit of people in developing nations called M.K.S enterprises. But I um, I get mixed up between like an entrepreneur, a business owner, founder, and all these different terms. To me, like I just think like business is just business. But I guess that's my foolishness and naivety. I'm a bit of a moron, I guess, perhaps. But whatever that means. Um, I know it's a negative term. I don't know the actual definition of it. I'm a bit of a fool, basically. And I have all these grandiose ideas, but especially in the past, I used to want to make loads of money, but now I'm interested in helping others. But yeah, I got to admit, I get mixed up between like what an entrepreneur is, what a business owner is, different roles in business and that kind of thing. But I'd love to raise the profile of um, African American people in business, African American businesses as well. Um, I actually thought at one point to actually also write a list of 40 African American businesses, but I was a bit tired and a bit lazy, but also a bit tired and under the weather, so I decided not to do that today. I don't know if I'm going to get around to it this month, but I may well have to wait till next year to do that because I like to focus on certain themes for certain months and whatnot. So in October it'll be more Black Britons, as I mentioned recently. Um, but yeah, anyway, this is a list, and this is part one, as usual. Therefore, in this case, from business people number 1 to 10. Um, Before I take a break, go for a walk, and then make part two, and then have my shower and that kind of thing. Nice right now. But anyway, I'm going to try and crack on with it. Hopefully, it won't be too long because I've already got it listed. Where sometimes I have to think of ideas or whatever. But so yeah, I hope to raise the profile of and just generally support Black people in business. Well, that's to invest together, network together generally, pull their money and resources together, build networks, and for allies like myself to try and support them and in the best way we possibly can, and that kind of thing, or whatever it is to support them, and support more Black MDs, managing directors, CEOs, chief executive officers, CFOs, I think it's chief financial officers, accountants, and people in business generally, whether that's the legal side or whatever, technology or different areas. But anyway, this is a list of 40 African Americans in business. Hope you enjoy it. I hope I don't make too many mistakes. I'm probably failed at that one, and I hope it's not too cringeworthy, and I don't stutter too much or whatever. And I hope I don't repeat too many, but it is what it is. I haven't written too much about them, so I hope these videos will inspire people to, because I do find it like copying. I do find that a bit annoying, like having to check and make sure I got it right and all that kind of thing. But I prefer like creative things and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I hope I don't repeat the names too many times. But anyway, here goes. So number one, Eddie Brown, the master of mutual funds. He's been described as, or I read it, so that's the only thing I've got. But again, I hope people will check out like Eddie Brown, and check out these businesses, check out their businesses and see if they could support them. Um, if I should give an example of my writing, it's not the best. I know my punctuation is the worst in the world. That's my writing, if you can see it. But unfortunately, it's never been that good. But for me, it looks all right. But for other people, they tell me it's not so good. Number two, I read my right here, Jesse Hill Jr., and he's been described as the insurance impresario. Impresario, that's right. Let's pronouncing it. Number three, Ernesta Rocope, described as the first lady of Wall Street. Apologies for any butchering of the pronunciations, by the way. And I should have said in advance, but it's too late to say that in advance now. But I am from the UK, yeah. Robert Cafiro again. Pronunciations, I struggle to pronounce even my own name. So Robert Cafiro. Apologies if I pronounced your name wrong. But yeah, I'm from the UK, yes. But I'm interested in this month in supporting African Americans as a wannabe ally or whatever, as an ally or whatnot. Um, so yeah, moving on to number 4. Again, I don't know how to pronounce this. Number 4 is Coma Cottrell, and she has been described, or sorry, he or she, I don't know if it's a male or a female name, but has been described as the trendsetter. Um, from the list I was reading on Google. Again, I hope people will hope these videos will inspire people to check out these names and their businesses on Google and see how to support these black-owned businesses and that kind of thing, African-American businesses in this case. Number 5, Ashley M. Fox, the founder and CEO of Empify, I think it's called. And one more time, yeah, I hope people will check out, as I say, these businesses and these business people and their businesses and see how to support African American entrepreneurs in February, ideally each year, annually, and that kind of thing. Number 6, Larry Morrow, CEO of the Morrow Hospitality Group. I assume it's named after his surname. Number 7, Abdul Karim Abdullah, as a co-founder of Afro Future. So yeah, as I hope you will check out these businesses. Number 8, Ken Agiapen Jr., the other co-founder of the same group. Number 9, Amira Raful. Again, apologies if I butcher any pronunciations. The founder and CEO of the Folklore. Again, please check out these organisations. I know I haven't written all the organisations down. And finally, number 10 for part 1. Finally, for this part of this list, number 10. I was thinking of trying to check out like raising a profile of a young entrepreneur. Not that way, but, to raise their profile. I don't know how people's minds work. But I think tomorrow I'm going to try and check out again, raise the profile of to support 40 young black entrepreneurs, black young entrepreneurs. Anyway, number 10 is Daniel Taylor, the CEO and founder of Bags, I think the company's called. I'm just about remember right there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this list, and I hope you'll check out and support these African American entrepreneurs and their businesses for Black History Month, preferably annually, every February. Some might want to support them more generally, but I hope allies like myself will support them each February. And on that note, I'm out. And peace on that.